Hey, fifth grade, we're going to take a quick look at lesson 610. This should be a pretty quick one for us to do. Let's look at page 222. It says, for each set of problems, circle the number sentence with the correct product. Do not calculate the exact answer. Explain how you knew which product was correct without finding the exact answer. You'll explain in the space below each one. Okay, so we just have 3 problems here. So remember, the important thing is to use your rounding and looking at the numbers that you have. So like if I were to look and say that 0.5 times 410 becomes 810. So it's a number less than 1 and it gets bigger. Same with this one, number less than 1 and it gets bigger. I don't think so. So without even doing the math, we know that the correct answer is this middle one, and it's because this is the only one that when we're multiplying by a decimal, the answer was less. Okay? And that's what happens when you multiply by something that's less than 1. So now that I already did 1 for you, you'll have to go through 2 and 3. Make sure that you do circle this middle one and write a description how you knew that was the right answer. Next, we'll have to do math boxes. This is preview for Unit 7. So remember, anytime we have a preview, 5th grade, just do the best that you can. Okay? So this first one, we're finding the area of a rectangle. So you're going to have to multiply your sides. It says draw lines that match the mixed numbers and equivalent fractions. Okay? So we have some mixed numbers and we have some that aren't mixed, and you're just going to have to find out what these are on each side. Do the best you can. This third one, it says the image below is a trapezoid. Name 3 attributes of the trapezoid. An attribute is just something to describe it or that it has. Okay? One attribute that I'll give you is that it has 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. Okay, that's one attribute. You'll have to come up with 2 yourself. Number 4 is fill in the blanks for each pattern. Now these patterns can be pretty tricky. I just need you to try the best you can. Okay, if 4 is confusing, it's okay. Just do the best you can and see if you can get it. Number 5 is complete my rule. Remember, we have the in and out. So we put in 3 and we get out 15. What do we have to do to 3 to get to 15? And then we should double check to see if whatever we did here, if we do that to 4, it gets to 20. Once you've done that and you figured out your rule, fill in the missing blanks. The last one is rewrite each whole number as a fraction with the given denominator. Remember, to make it as a fraction, all you have to do is multiply this number by the denominator, and that's your numerator. Let me know if you have any questions, and just do the best you can on this one. Please don't forget to turn this in to me on Seesaw. Some of us are kind of forgetting that or taking a little bit of time to get them in. And I know people are having them done and then they're just not turning them in until later. Okay, so please try to remember to turn it in.